A babysitter found a hidden camera watching her every move. But discovering who put it there led police to something far more sinister. On March 3, 2021, 19-year-old Jessica Torres was babysitting for the Henderson family in suburban Chicago. She'd worked for them a dozen times before. Nice family, sweet kids, nothing unusual. But that night, while putting 6-year-old Sophie to bed, Jessica noticed something strange. A tiny red light blinking from inside the smoke detector above the bed. Curious, she grabbed a chair and examined it closer. Her stomach dropped. It wasn't a smoke detector at all. It was a camera, disguised to look like one, pointed directly at the child's bed. Jessica's hands shook as she pulled out her phone and called Mrs. Henderson. "There's a camera in Sophie's room. Did you install this?" The confusion in Mrs. Henderson's voice was genuine. "What camera? We don't have any cameras in the house." Mrs. Henderson told Jessica to get the kids and leave the house immediately, then call the police. But Jessica's curiosity got the better of her. While the children played downstairs, she checked the other rooms. She found 2 more cameras, one in the bathroom, one in the living room where she always sat, all disguised as everyday objects, all positioned to watch her. When police arrived, they discovered the cameras were streaming live to an IP address. The tech unit traced it within minutes. The location made Jessica's blood run cold. The signal was coming from inside a house just 3 doors down. A man named David Crowell lived there. The Hendersons barely knew him, just the occasional wave when getting the mail. Police surrounded Crowell's home. Jessica waited in the patrol car, watching officers approach the front door. They knocked. No answer. They knocked again, announcing themselves. Still nothing. Finally, they breached the door. What they found inside would lead to the discovery of something far worse than anyone imagined. And Jessica was about to learn she'd been watched for much longer than just one night. Police had just breached David Crowell's home. What they discovered inside turned a simple case of hidden cameras into something far more sinister. The scene inside was like something from a nightmare. An entire room had been converted into a surveillance hub. Monitors lined every wall, displaying live feeds from multiple locations. But Crowell himself was nowhere to be found. His computer was still running, files open, as if he'd fled in a hurry. Detective Marcus Reed began scrolling through the folders. His face went pale. Hundreds of video files, organized by address and date. The Henderson house had footage dating back 8 months. Every time Jessica babysat was recorded. But that wasn't the worst part. Police found surveillance footage from 14 different homes in the neighborhood, all families with young female babysitters. The FBI was called in immediately. As they dug deeper, they discovered Crowell had been selling footage on the dark web, making thousands of dollars from families who had no idea they were being watched. Then Agent Chen found something that made the entire investigation take a darker turn. Hidden in an encrypted folder was a document titled Phase 2. Inside were detailed floor plans of Jessica's apartment, her work schedule, and photos of her arriving home alone. There were timestamps, notes about her routines, and a calendar with a date circled in red, March 10th. 1 week away. The realization hit everyone at once. The cameras weren't his endgame. Jessica was. A manhunt began immediately. Jessica was placed in protective custody. Every agency in the state was looking for David Crowell. 2 days later, Agent Chen received a call from the team watching Jessica's apartment. Someone had entered her building the night before, used a key to access her unit, and spent 17 minutes inside. The timestamp showed this happened while Crowell's house was being raided. When police entered Jessica's apartment, they found a gift box on her bed with a note. "I've been closer than you think." Forensic analysis revealed the paper was purchased 6 months earlier. He'd planned this moment long before Jessica ever found that camera. Thanks for watching Whisper of Dark. If this story sent chills down your spine, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We explore the darkest mysteries, unsolved crimes, and terrifying tales every week.